Tell me, Chen, how do you feel about plumbing the depths of the human mind?
I think we'd better lay down some plastic first.
Not through the skull, Chen, through science and technology. It results in a lot less viscera.
Not always. I take it you've been playing Psychonauts 2, brother?
Inspiration strikes where it will, Chen. For some, it happens in art galleries and cathedrals. For others, it happens when misspelling Subnautica half-drunk in the Game Pass search bar at 2 a.m.
Unless you've been to any cathedrals I'm unaware of, Brother Shu, I'm fairly certain I know which scenario your case falls under. But you only found Psychonauts 2 because you were searching for Subnautica. Isn't Psychonauts a considerably higher profile franchise?
Right, well, it turns out that I was a little mixed up and hadn't even meant to look for Subnautica in the first place. I just confused its title with another game I was trying to find.
What game was that?
Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age. I guess I was actually completely drunk now that I think about it.
Your Friday night is a rabbit hole that should not be followed down, Brother Shu.
Anyway, are you familiar with the premise of Psychonauts, Chen? A psychic boy gets zapped into the minds of high-functioning mental patients, and Mario jumps all over their anthropomorphized personality quirks.
So, clinical therapy in the form of Bugs Bunny violence.
Right, and that got me thinking, Chen, what is the biggest roadblock right now to effectively and permanently treating persistent real-world mental disorders like anxiety or depression?
Well, diagnosis alone can be hard due to a wide variety of symptoms that can be radically different from case to case. And of course, in most cases, it's rarely a single cause, but a combination of biological and
Incorrect, Chen. The greatest roadblock to the permanent treatment of psychological disorders is that we haven't transformed them into sentient, punchable avatars yet. Think how much more effective therapy for depression would be if you could simply land one good punch in its breadbasket or tackle paranoia by smashing out its teeth with a baseball bat.
I think vicious, unprovoked violence might actually justify paranoia, brother.
Well, if the threat's real, then that means they weren't paranoid to begin with. In either case, problem solved.
I suppose that could be an effective plan of treatment, Brother Shu, if real-world technology was anywhere close to making it possible, but given that this plan would require hardware on the level of an advanced alien civilization, and we literally can't even get our hands on an Xbox Series X right now, it might be more practical to stick to traditional treatments.
Oh, it'll be a couple years to full production, sure, but that doesn't mean we can't take the first baby steps. In this case, anthropomorphizing our mental disorders in a virtual environment. Help me out here, Chen. How would you characterize your obvious unresolved rage issues? I'm thinking a giant armored wildebeest.
We're all on our own personal journeys, Brother Shu. However, if the purpose of the treatment is to ultimately defeat one's anthropomorphized inner demons, is it a good idea to choose a form that's quite so imposing?
There has to be some level of verisimilitude to the avatars, Chen. You'd hardly take the defeat of your rage issues seriously if they took the form of a bunny rabbit or Al Roker. It's the same reason I'm choosing a gangly green dragon to represent your seething, socially crippling jealousy.
I see. I don't suppose you'll be designing any avatars to represent your own psychological hurdles, then?
Of course I will, Chen. I'm making a bear. Because I care too much. Like the video gamers? We have more such wonders to show you, and all you have to do is subscribe and hit the notifications button.
I mean, you don't have to.
Also consider becoming a patron by following the link to our Patreon page, where we turn your cash into videos, comics, and games using the darkest of dark magics.
But mostly just cash.